So we'll go on to the top division. This one's nice and juicy too. So you got Godalming Goats 257 at 5-5 against the Whitford Rockstars 203. The Dublin Everton Blues 169 up against the Seattle Patriots 197. The Harrow Harlequins 146, but they were up against the Manchester Bees, who were 186 and now 8-2. The Glasgow Eagles, I think for a while this was close, but they're 169 against 207. The Carlton Crew. The Sean Douglas, Newcastle Colts. I really wish he would change his team. 260 points against 135 points of Leicester Tigers, so 64, 5-5. Then the Leeds Flash was 196 against the Stockholm Bengals, 177. So nice little 3-game cushion or 2-game cushion from third place. The Manchester Bees at 8-2, the Whitford Rockstars at 7-3, Newcastle Colts at 6-4, Seattle Patriots at 6-4. And you've got 3 teams at 5-5, Carlton Crew, Godalming Goats and Leicester Tigers. You've got 4 teams at 4-6, Leeds Lassos, Stockholm Bengals, Glasgow Eagles and Dublin Everton Blues. So, Ken, Danny, you're only 1 game back from the playoffs.
That's it, and it's, there's some divisions at 4 and 6 is pretty much dead. There are some divisions at 4 and 6 is pretty much dead, but this is certainly not one of them. This it's wide open here. Harlow Harlequins are the only ones that are out of it, and they're thinking about staying in the top division, but it's wide open for everyone else. They're only 1 game off 6th place, but they're also only 1 game off 5th place, and that's a big difference between it being 2 games in 1 game, 2 teams in 1 team that you're chasing. It just opens it up that wee bit more, and where the 6 and 4s and another side of that, the 6 and 4s, they might not, they're only 1 game ahead of 7th, they're only 1 game into the playoffs, so big weeks for them coming up as well.
Seattle Patriot 5 games ago were sitting at 1-4.
Yeah. So the 5-game win streak.
And you got to think, when you're coming to the last 3 games, you're playing the teams that you played for the first 3 weeks. So Danny's on a 5-game losing streak, but he obviously beat them already this season. So if he can do it again, if his play, like you say, if his players are coming back, they can easily get into the top half.
Well, absolutely. I mean,
don't look so down. You've still got a chance. Anything like I say, any given Sunday. Or Monday, Friday.
It's one of those ones where at 4, all you just need to get into 6th. If they can get into 6th place and steal that last spot in the playoffs, it's any given Sunday. It's absolutely an operation. They could go on and win the whole entire. And that's the thing about the top division. You can be 4 and 6, sitting in 11th place in the division, sneak into 6th place over the last 4 weeks, and go on and win the whole thing.
Well, at 6th spot, you'll not get a chance to win the Scarra Brave, but you'll get a chance to win the division, which is the top 4, I think, go into the playoff.
Oh, right, okay, sorry, of course, so it is, right, so you need to get 4th place, that's right, sorry.
But you can still win the division and win the helmet. You just won't win the actual order. So it's a big...
Yeah, you can still win the division. But yeah, so I mean, there's still so much. Even at that, 4th is only 2 wins away. 4th is only 2 away.
Yeah, so
there will be teams who go on losing streaks that are up the top. So it's not beyond the realms. If Danny wins 4 in a row, it's not beyond the realms that he steals 4th place. So yeah, good chance. But let's see what he's got this week. Scoring 169 points doesn't really help him. That's that would be what I'm more worried about than Matchell 4-6 record in this division.
So you've got the Godalming Goats against the Seattle Patriots. You've got the Whitford Rockstars against the Manchester Bees, so that's going to be a nice juicy one at the top. Dublin Everton Blues 4 and 6 against the Glasgow Eagles 4 and 6. So one of the highest, probably I think Glasgow Eagles are maybe the 2nd highest scoring team in Orkney Bowl history against year 1 winner Dublin Everton Blues. You've got Newcastle Colts up against 2 and 8 Harrow Harlequins. So bit of a projection's pretty close, but
good time for Sean to get that game.
Yeah, and look at the Carlton Crew got 96 points last night up against the Leeds Lassos at 4 and 6, so that's a hell of a good start. And the Stockholm Bengals 12-point start over the Leicester Tigers at 4 and 6 against 5 and 5. So this could get really juicy if the 4 and 6s beat the 5 and 5s.
The 4 and 6s are on kind of must-win, are in must-win territory. You know, they're all in the must-win territory. But with two of them playing each other and two of them playing 5 and 5s, yeah, this could get very interesting very quickly. And it's a good time for Sean to get onto 7 wins, you know, and get away ahead a little bit. That will do him the world of good if he can get the win here and move on. And of course, playing against a 2 and 8, you've got to think he's heavy favourite to do so, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's what's on his bench. It's more interesting, you know. It says who's sitting on the bench that's that shouldn't be.
He's got the Mercado against 49ers. He should have a good game.
I mean that's one I would be playing myself personally. I would be playing DeMarcado. If I've got DeMarcado this week, I'm playing him because the Niners' defense is, like you say, it's decimated a bit. Yeah.
Watson against the Giants.
Brown, Judy, Watson, all options, you know. I get why they're all sitting on the bench, but they're all options. So's Cup an option of sorts, you know. So his squad's very strong there, you know. And Sean's that type, you know what he's like. If he's the same as Doug, if he just gets a sniff of it, he's chasing it down, you know.
You can't get as many trades in this one as you can in the
I'm guessing that Henderson and May, and I'm guessing it's Diggs. He went very big on the old New England Patriots, but yeah, you're almost 100 points already. It's a hell of a start, especially when you're 5 and 5, and you know, kind of the win means a lot.
So, I've got a question for you then.
It could have went the other way, Johnny. It could have went to pot. You know, they could all scored next to nothing, and he's sitting here on Thursday already beat for the week. You know, so good start for SX.
So I've got a question for you, because every time I hear this person's name when I'm watching the football, Bethune, I keep on thinking the commentator saying baboon. Because the way I say it totally sounds like baboon instead of Bethune.
I don't even know if I've got to say, but I'll listen out.
Not Bethune. A buffoon. I keep on thinking they call him a buffoon. Bethune. But when the commentator says it, it's like, his name's Buffoon. What the fuck? And just every time I hear it, all I think is saying buffoon. But it's buffoon. I had to look it up. But yeah, this is going to be a cracker though, because obviously.
Yeah, I mean, this is. Let's go and look at the benches. Who's on the bench? It shouldn't be either side.
Not really anybody to look at.
I'm just looking up and down, and I'm seeing nobody. To be fair, so
maybe
both have certainly got their team set. Both are ready to rock and roll, and both have got what I would call the strong. Well, obviously,
I'd maybe play Ellis over David, but I could be wrong.
But outside of the kicker,
missing a kicker.
Yeah, the team he's got looked to go in. So yeah, this is going to be a close one. They're both set for the week. So winner goes home, and loser goes home, and winner has got a very good chance of making the playoffs. And keeps himself in with a sniff of that top 4 as well.
I know. Graham's picked up Luke, so that'll put him in. But I still think maybe Danny plays Kane Ellis, who's had a really good year over David, but because Campbell's been good for Detroit against Philly. But yeah, it's going to be a very close one. This guy we're doing out in the wire, because when's Philly playing Detroit? They're playing on Sunday or they're playing on Monday?
Yeah, they're playing Monday. Dallas are two. That's Sunday night, Monday morning. Dallas are the late one. Dallas are Monday Night Football.
Bowers against that Dallas defense. As long as you get more than one target for 31 yards, that could win the game.
It's a week for Genty as well, but they did strengthen it with Quinn Williams. Remember that wasn't a bad pickup for them. That was he was a good player.
The problem not so much the quarterback for Vegas.
Not so much the Bengals, the Bengals guy that'd been dropped before he signed. You know, that's not a good sign, because the Bengals isn't exactly a wonderful defense. But yeah, it's all very, you know, everything's very close here. As I say, it'll be interesting to see how these 4 and 6 teams get on this week, because it could blow this league wide open, or it could kill it off completely if they all lose. You know, so very interesting one to look at next week. Definitely indeed.
So yeah, there's some very close games due ahead. I'm going to be looking forward to I do keep my eye on them throughout the week and the weekends. Like, because I like to keep an eye, see who's doing what. And
yeah,
just being nosy.